If you're new here, welcome and thank you for tuning in to my video today. So, oh my goodness, I have to talk about a new product that I just discovered. And let me go ahead and start by saying I do not have a deal with this company. I'm not sponsored by this company. In fact, I cannot even offer any discount codes, so I do apologize for that. But I did want to mention Artistry Epoxy's Hyperspeed Tumbler Glaze. So this is a game changer for me. This is the product. It's Artistry Epoxy's Hyperspeed. And this is just the 8-ounce size. I just got the smaller size to try it out. And let me just say, I have never really been a fast set epoxy user. I think mainly because I like to take my time when putting the epoxy on the tumblers, and I like to make sure it's applied really good and smooth with no micro bubbles. And I was afraid that I would feel rushed using a fast set epoxy. And it sounds silly now because this Hyperspeed, it says the work time is like 5 minutes. So, I mean, it can't get any more rushed than that. But I absolutely love it. Complete game changer for me. I'm not sure I would use it on every single layer. One, because for me, it's just a little pricey in my opinion. But also, I really like my Flynn Sisters epoxy, and I would probably still use hers as my final layer, just to make sure I get a really good seal and adherence. Not that the Hyperspeed wouldn't still have the same results as the Flynn Sisters epoxy as far as the sealing and all that, but I'm just sort of one of those, when I find a product that I like, I try to stick with it, and I wouldn't really say I don't like change, but if it's not broken, why fix it sort of thing. So, as I mentioned before, I do love the Hyperspeed though. It's great if you want to, if you have an order that maybe is a rush order, this is perfect, because I mean, I'm talking like in 2 to 3 hours, I had this, I think it was called a Duozie, but I had this completed in 2 to 3 hours. And I purchased this at Marshall's. Like I said, I think they called it a Duozie, because what you can do is you can put water bottles, canned sodas, or whatever in here in your can. You just take your can and sit your can in there, and it keeps it cold. But then also, if you change out the lid to a tumbler lid, it can work as a tumbler also. So, but so with that being said, again, if you have a tumbler that you're trying to get done in one day, as far as, glitter, vinyl, water slide, maybe several layers, then I really think the Hyperspeed would benefit you. But with that being said, as I mentioned, I don't have any kind of endorsement from them. I don't even know them, as far as personally, but I wanted to mention that because when I find a product that I like to share it. And but let's get into today's video, which is this Duozie. As I already mentioned, I think that was the name of it. I'm not real sure, but I did purchase it at Marshall's. And so this did not turn out as I anticipated, and only because when I purchased this, it had leopard print on it. It wasn't vinyl. It was actually part of the tumbler. And it was kind of like a cream color. My inspiration for this Duozie was this beach towel. So, you can see just how pretty that is. And then it sort of ombres down into just white. So I was heading out to our pool, and I had this with my Sprite inside, and I grabbed my beach towel, and I thought, oh, this already has leopard spots. That color would look amazing. So this was my inspiration. So I purchased some glitter from the Glitter Grind, which I love, and I went ahead and I just sort of wanted the glitter to look like it was just like coming up around, growing up the tumbler, so to speak. And then you would see the leopard's print through here. So that's what I did. I glittered it. And I actually used the Mod Podge method to glitter this, which I'm not a huge fan of, or I used to not be a huge fan of, but lately I've been using it more and more, and I like it more than I thought I would. So I Mod Podged the tumbler and just kind of did like some brush strokes randomly, and I applied my glitter. And I'll have the glitter listed and linked below that I used for this. And then I applied just my regular coat of epoxy. It was my Flynn Sisters epoxy. But once I did that, y'all, the leopard print on the Duozie, it almost just disappeared. I mean, I still can barely see them. So I was super bummed, because then it just looked like glitter and a white tumbler. And because it, to me at the time, didn't even really look cream anymore. It looked white. So I went ahead and cut some vinyl in this cream color and this black. And then I used my Hyperspeed one coat, and it was done.
Okay, I'm going to stop the video here for just a second so that I can interject. When I say one coat and it was done, I literally did not have to do any sanding on this Duozie. When I placed my Flynn Sisters epoxy and let that cure overnight, it did not need to be sanded at that point, which was surprising because I did have some chunky glitter on there, but for me, it was completely smooth and did not need to be sanded. When I placed my Hyperspeed epoxy for my final layer, it also did not, when it hardened, it did not need to be sanded at all. So I'm just throwing that in here so that if you're following along with these steps and creating something on your own using this method, you won't wonder why I didn't mention any sanding. It's because I did not have to do any sanding at all. Okay, back to the video.
How cute is that? Look. So, anyway, I mean, just really quick and easy. But I hate that the leopard print, I mean, you can see the vinyl, but you really can't see the leopard print on the tumbler. That is just so weird to me. But anyway, I thought it turned out really cute, and I was so excited that I was able to get this done within a few hours and have it ready to go. So I'm super excited about this product. Again, for me, it's a little pricey, and I don't know that I would use it on every single layer or as my final coat, except for on this. This is for me, so I'm not worried if it sort of gets chipped or damaged or whatever, because it's mine, I can fix it. But if I'm making something for someone as a gift, or if someone's paying me for it, I think I would probably still use my Flynn Sisters epoxy as my final coat. Just because I'm not, I haven't used this enough to know how it stands up to wear and tear. So for that reason, I feel like I would probably still use my Flynn Sisters epoxy on my final coat. But enough about that. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those below. And let me know what you think about this cute little, I don't know what it's called, but I like it. It's cute, and I can't wait to use it. And thank you again for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found this a little bit informative. And as always, I hope you have a blessed day.